you doing out there? We hope you're doing well. It's a first here. It's hopefully a yearly tradition, maybe bi-monthly. Who knows? It is a Draft-a-Palooza Sunday night's main event featuring Andre and MelBalls and my boy Pat Suley. We are drafting the New Japan Climax 33. We're going to preview it a little bit. We're going to celebrate it, and then we're going to nerd out hard, do a little fantasy draft, and have a little contest. Spice up this G1, and just make some content for you out there, for numerous channels, for all of our friends, and of course, my family, who is basically watching my stuff all the time. Thank you very much, everyone, for paying attention, and let's just go kind of around the table and introduce ourselves. My name is Matthew Ederer. I am a podcaster here at Sunday Night's Main Event, doing the AEW 3D Dynamite Deep Dive every Thursday morning. Check that out, please, and thank you.
All right, so I am Boris Aguilar, and I am also from the SNME Network. I host the main show and BAM Weekly with Matt, which you can check out every Friday, not only on the SNME patron feed, but on the BAM Weekly feed, which you can get on any podcaster. And Matt, your family watches your stuff? What the hell?
Yes, I know, right? Yeah. At least my mom tends to like everything I post.
What does that support feel like?
Yeah, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. I won't turn it down. No, it is a little. I love you, Mama Bear, but yeah, literally everything I post on Facebook, Mama Bear hits like on, which you can't turn that down. It's kind of adorable. But yes, I do have a supportive and caring family. Rock and roll.
Awesome.
Well, I'm Andre C from Andre and MelBall's Wrestling Talk. If you're listening to us and me, you might have heard me a couple weeks ago on AEW 3D. Yeah, and me and Mel do cover a lot of New Japan and Stardom, so we're really excited. We're gonna be covering all of the G1 every show. We're gonna get something about it.
Well, if Andre's all done here, I will introduce the MelBall here. Obviously, I work with Andre on Andre and MelBall's Wrestling Talk. Andre neglected to say that he also does Marvel Talk on our local establishment. Along with myself, I do some spooky stuff on there with Paramindful. And I also do a show with the beautiful Astrid Pizarro on her channel, which is called the Ladies Wrestling Showcase.
And I'm Pat. Sully, you don't know me from anywhere. I don't really do anything. But I did appear on one episode of the Dynamite podcast. And about a year ago, Matt, you and I celebrated the beginning of total nonstop action. I was on one of those pods with you.
Yes.
Otherwise, other than you dragging me out of the closet once every couple months, I'm a mostly retired former podcaster, but here we are. Big old wrestling fan, and we're going to talk about Eddie Kingston. That gets me out every time.
Love it, man. Love it. Absolutely. So yeah, very nice to talk to you all. Thank you all for coming on. And yes, so we will talk about the format of the game that we're doing here in just a quick second. But let's I do another roundtable, go back around and talk about the G1, talk about what we love about New Japan and what is it about this thing that brings us together and makes wrestling fans kind of like tune in to New Japan over the summer. For me, it's like the sports-based presentation. Nothing in professional wrestling feels more sports-like than this. This is the sports of sports entertainment, and I'm a big sports nerd. Love it. So yes, Sully, what is it about the G1 that captures your interest year to year?
I feel like I'm in the third grade and someone just took my answer before I got to say it, but here we are. Yes, 100%. Big fan of make-believing that our play fighting is an actual sport. And what better way to do it than with a structured tournament where every win and every loss means something. And they keep score properly, unlike the Bound for Glory series, which hopefully no one else remembers.
I do.
Andre, Mel, what do you guys love about the G1? What is it that keeps you covering every single show?
The G1 holds a very special place in my heart because the G1 was actually the first podcasting style that I ever kind of did with my friend Cody the Foe on Love Wrestling there. But overall, the tournament itself What I love about it is that it introduces us not only to the Japanese wrestlers who are already there, but it brings in other wrestlers from all over the world. That gives us an opportunity as Japanese fans to maybe see some wrestlers that we've never seen before, or maybe even some Japanese wrestlers like Kaito this year, who I picked last year as someone I wanted to see in the G1, but I actually haven't followed him aside from, him smashing Okada in the face. But yeah, the G1, again, it's just a really great conglomerate to see all of these amazing athletes come into one place and just fight it out for superiority.
Yeah, I'm very similar in that it's the grouping of people, and like especially this year with so many new faces to the G1, which has been last year I think was one of the first times we really saw a real facelift in the G1 with guys like Tom Lawler coming in and others, and this year we're seeing 9 or 10 guys that have never been in a G1 before, and just to see the new blood and looking at some of this new blood, and you're like, wow. There's some of these guys that legit have chances to make the finals, because I truly do believe and it's just like a Yota Tsuji first year back. I don't see that guy being at the low end of this tournament, because not the way he's been pushed. There's no way, but it's just such a great tournament, and I just getting to watch it, and it's just this beautiful disaster that I love.
Boris, what do you think, man? That's awesome answers. I love that. And I love that you've been hooked into it for a while. That's so sick. But yeah, Boris, what do you think? Big homie.
Honestly, with the G1, what gets to me the most and what gets me the most excited is watching New Japan for so many years. It's been about 13 years that I've been watching New Japan regularly. And for me, it's the fact that we're all used to tag team matches, 6-man tags, et cetera, multi-person matches in New Japan. But it's one full month of one-on-ones, and where one-on-ones are featured, and where big storylines can start, like the Golden Lovers and things like that, right? And then do they have an end? And sometimes you see a storyline going through year over year, like right before we started recording, and I think right before you even joined, Andre, brought up, Yano and his kind of luck, and how they always have him telling this long-term story year over year of getting those wins over champions and potential winners and things like that. So for me, it's just the one-on-one wrestling aspect of the G1 that I absolutely adore. And just to add on to your answer, Matt, it's just like the hard-hitting, just in your face style that is New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Yeah. It lends itself well to the sports-based presentation. It lends itself well to long-term storytelling in there. So yeah, you can't say enough about the G1. We love this thing, and we're gonna nerd out on it even deeper. So yeah, there are 32 wrestlers in this G1, split over 4 blocks. 8 wrestlers in each block. You wrestle each opponent in your block once. You have 7 matches, and then the top 2 in each block move on to the playoffs of the G1, the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. So for the scoring system here, how we're going to decide who wins this thing, there are points already in the G1, right? So you just get your points for the group stage, 2 points for every group stage win, 1 point for every group stage draw. Once we're in the playoffs, I figured to spice up the scoring system a little bit. 5 points for a quarterfinal win, 10 points for a semifinal win, and 15 points for the big G1 Climax final win. So if you're kind of lagging behind, but you still get somebody through to the final stages, maybe you can pull out a big upset in the end.
Sounds good.
Right.
Alrighty. So the only thing left to do is to shovel up a nail bed. We got to decide who is picking first. So I have the Super Bowl 7 Miami Dolphins 2 here. Gonna draw names out of this here hat. The first overall pick in the first annual G1 Climax draft. Boris, number 1 overall selection. Just going to scribe this down quickly. All right.
Yep.
Number 2 overall selection in the 2023 G1 Climax draft, Suley. Sully's going number 2. Not bad, not the worst. Not the worst. Obviously not the best.
Watch me take Eddie Kingston just spice it up.
Please God, do it.
My
Clearly.
face is
So
red
cruel, so
in, like,
cruel.
30 seconds.
Clearly, you don't know me too well.
Blood feud by the end of the first round.
The shenanigans have started.
The third overall selection. Matt, myself. You kind of don't want to be right in the middle there. I'd rather be at the end, either end. But I'll take it. That is fine. And now we have Andre and Mel deciding who will get the back-to-back picks at 5th and 6th and who will be kind of the penultimate. Next to the caboose, number 4 overall, it is Andre. Sorry, Mel. Geez, the patriarchy wins again. Mel gets the 5th overall pick.
It is what it is.
Picks in a row. Yeah, sorry about that. There's number 5, Mel. You do get 2 picks in a row, the swing pick as it is known. But yes, so Andre 4, Boris 5, and Boris, I guess, homeboy, you're on the clock, and let's begin this draft.
All right, so I just want to clear one thing up, Matt, and that is, throughout the rounds, do we pick one person per block, or they can be in any block?
Yeah, you can use whatever strategy you want.
Okay.
You can load up in one block, or whatever you'd like. Also, we are drafting. There are 5 of us. We are drafting 6 people each. It's a 6-round draft. There are 32 people, so that's 30, and 2 people will be undrafted.
Okay, sounds good. All right, who am I going to take? Who do I want as number 1? I'm not going to do Eddie Kingston as much as I want to, as much as I would, as much as I honestly really do want to. I'm going to have to go with just a safe bet, and that's Okada.
Nah, that's not a bad pick by any means. Boris selects Kazuchika Okada, number 1 overall in the G1 Climax draft. Sully, who are you taking round 1, 2nd overall?
I'm going Tetsuya Naito. I think he's going to take the whole thing.
Really? Wow, I did not expect that. That's I don't know if I agree, but hey, it would be a good spot for young Tetsuya Naito. All right, so my presumptive champion, the person that I think is going to win, is still out there. So at number 3 overall, I will select William Ospreay. Big Bill Ospreay, I think, is going to be the eventual champion of this G1. And
Wait,
we go
he's
to
Big Bill?
Andre at number 4. Sorry. Yes. Yeah, it's like a Clark Kent Superman thing. He just puts in that lollipop and he becomes Big Bill. But yes, Andre, sorry to snake Will Ospreay from you, my friend, but who are you taking at number 4?
I'm gonna go. He's the champion right now. I'm going with Sonata. He's like, I don't know if he's gonna win it, but I know he's gonna win a bunch of times in this tournament. So I'm going with Sonata.
You basically are guaranteed to get a man at least into the final 8. I would say final 4 probably. So yeah, great pick there. And that brings us to Mel. So Mel gets the last pick of the first round and the first pick of the second round. So you get 2 in a row here. MelBalls, who you got?
My first pick is going to be who I wanted to see in the G1, who I predicted last year, and that's going to be Kaito Kiyomiya. I'm very excited to see how that man performs, and especially excited and hopeful to see him and Okada end up in a semifinal showdown. Yeah.
Nice.
My second one. You know what? I think I'm gonna pick one of those young boys. I'm gonna go with Yota Tsuji. I just feel he's having a good run. I think he's gonna, of the 3 guys, I feel that, he's kind of the most well-rounded out of the 3. I think he's gonna perform very, very well.
I definitely like that pick. He's a sneaky dark horse to win this entire thing. They could strap the rocket, as they say, to old Yota Tsuji. That's a great pick. Well done, I would say. And Andre, back to you in the second round.
Oh, she snake Tsuji from me. So
you knew I would pick him, my guy. Come on.
I had a feeling. I'm gonna go. If I can't have Ospreay in this, I gotta have Zack Sabre Jr. This guy is a technical masterpiece, man. This guy's going. I think this guy is at least minimum quarterfinalist.
I think you're right. With block placement, I think you're right on that one. That's a nice snag there, Zach Sabre Jr. He was going to be my pick. I'm now picking in the second round. I think I'm going to do the same kind of thing you did. As you see up there, C block on your screen if you're watching on the YouTubes. I feel like if you look at C block, the winner, that's probably going to be David Finley. I think David Finley's going to go pretty far in this tournament. So I will select son of Fitz. Sorry, Mr. Sully. David Finley.
Oh, no, I was already shaking my head, worried that you're building up to picking who I'm going to take from the C block. And that is my favorite wrestler, Eddie Kingston. I don't think he actually gets out of the block, but you made that easy on me since I was going to take Finley. So thank you. Now I don't have to worry about Kingston coming back to me in the third.
Yep. There you go. All right. So big homie Boris, you now have the last pick of the second and the first pick of the third round.
Yep. So I'm going to take El Fantasma as the last pick of the second round, just because they got to build these guys up, right? They got to build up Flea and El Fantasma. So those are going to be my two picks. Now for the third round, who am I going to take? I hate myself for taking this one so much because I've teased and make fun of this person so much, but here we are. I'm going with Yano.
Whoa! Early for Toru Yano. You know he's going to get some W's. But that might be a touch early. But Boris, got to respect the shot. Shooters shoot, big homie, I believe they say. All right, that brings us to the second pick of the third round. Back to Pat Sully. Who you got?
I'm going basically strategy where I think I have a good chance of coming away with C block now. I'm going to go with Shingo Takagi.
Ah,
nice.
Damn it.
Oh,
Yeah. God damn it.
Plus, guaranteed I get 2 points because I'm pretty sure Shingo and Kingston are each other's first match. So I'll leave day one with at least something.
There you go. There you go. Cannibalizing yourself to some extent, but like you said, you're getting on the board no matter what. Love it, brother. Love it. All right. So that means it is my pick now. Okay, well, I got a little Will Ospreay action. I got a little David Finley action. Perhaps I will now jump into Block D. I think I'm going to go with Matanza Cueto, a.k.a. Jeff Cobb here, Block D. I think there's a chance he could do some damage. He might show up in the Final Four, might show up in the Elite Eight. Let's go Jeff Cobb.
All right, nice.
All right, that's Andre next, and then Mel for two.
I've got to go to the Empire. I'm going to Great O'Khan. I got to go with Great O'Khan.
Damn it, Andre.
He's
That's a great choice.
I think he's a guy who's going to really shine here. I don't know if he gets out of the block, but I think he's going to have a good tournament and a good at least fights in some rounds, pick up a few strong wins.
Yep.
Nice. Like where your head's at on that one for sure, my friend. All right, Mel, it is back to you for the third and fourth round.
Okay. I've been having some pretty bad luck with this person in the last couple G1s, but, I'm hopeful that, fourth time is the charm. I'm going to go with Kenta.
Nice.
For the next one here, I'm in a pickle. I was really gunning for Takagi. What are we going to do here? Who's going to be my wild horse? Haven't looked at Block C yet. You know what? Let's go. Let's throw another wild card in there. I don't like this guy's personal way of fighting and his way of winning, but we're going with evil. The shenanigans are going to be a thing in this one. I feel like Yujiro is going to be a deciding factor, and Sho also. They're gonna help him get some wins in there.
Yeah, that's not a sexy pick, but for sure that's like drafting Mike Williams in an NFL fantasy draft. He's just going to eat yards, get you some touchdowns, but it's not the sexiest name. But yeah, it's a good pick for sure. Andre, we go back to you in the fourth round, your fourth selection, my friend.
because again, I don't think I've gone to the C block yet, so I'm gonna go with the perennial guy, Tomohiro Ishii, the man who never won.
Mr. No Neck.
Yeah. I just
Tomohiro
recently saw a
trapped.
picture of Ishii when he was a young lion. He looks so different and had a neck, and it was crazy how different he looks.
Oh, that's amazing. I need to see some young lion Ishii. I don't know if I ever have. That's awesome. Well, that was my pick. So please do. Another good pick, I would say, because I was going to pick it. So obviously, I think that. Let's check this out. So I have. Can you oh, sorry. Can you scroll up to block A, please? I thought Osprey was in A, but he is in B. Okay. So who will I take in block A here? Perhaps I think I'm going to go off the board a little bit. I think I'm going to go with a little Hikuleo hit.
Nice.
Give me some Hikuleo, maybe. Yes, maybe he will be. Maybe he'll get a little whoosh up the card, a little shove here from Guido. We're gonna go Hikuleo. All right, and that leaves Pat Sully, round 4. Who you got, my friend?
Oh, this is tough because I'm like really torn between two different names, so I'm stalling for time by speaking.
Oh, you can talk it through. How's the weather wherever you are?
Well, basically, I'm deciding between branching it out into A or B block or taking Tanahashi.
Right, I hear you.
Oh man, it's tough, and I don't expect Tanahashi to come back to me.
I will say this about Tanahashi, and I don't wish anything bad upon anyone, but seeing how he moved the weekend of Forbidden Door, I honestly don't think he's going to make it through this G1 without an injury.
Ooh.
All right. Well, let's see if you are going to take that advice, and if you draft Tanahashi, because I'm going to go Gabe Kidd for block A.
Gabe Kidd.
Sassy pants.
Gabriel Kidd, brother of Tyson, except not really. All right. Good pick there. I like it a lot.
I like him to play maybe a bit of spoiler, like newish gimmick, new member of Bullet Club. So hey, why not? Throw in a dart.
Yep.
He might get some wins.
No doubt. Now he's definitely like this is going to be a weirder G1, especially with the 20-minute time limit versus 30. That's something I had not brought up until this exact moment. But there might be more draws too. Might be more guys getting random points here and there. Anyway, Boris, we move to the end of the 4th and the start of the 5th. Almost done this thing already, but big homie, who you got back to back?
All right. So technically speaking, these are my last 2 picks, correct?
No, you still have the very last pick of the you have the very last pick of the draft after these as well.
All right. I'm thinking of doing something a little ballsy. I'm not sure how smart this is, but I'm thinking of doing something very ballsy. I'm going to take Red Narrator. That's for sure. Now, do I take someone safe like a Tamatonga who can get some wins, can go to like the quarterfinals, or do I really just go for broke? Yeah, I'm going for broke. I'm going with Shota Umino as well.
Shooter Shota Umino. Nice pick. So Boris is betting on some young boys and also Toru Yano. Interesting squad. Squad. All right, so Boris, you have 1 pick remaining in this draft near the end, but we're going back to Sully, round 5. Pat Sully, who you got?
All right, I guess I'll go Tanahashi now.
There we go.
Yes, Tanahashi did last a long time here, but like Boris said, there are legitimate injury concerns, and maybe it's time for him to be that guy who loses. But perhaps Tanahashi's going to go on a run, one final run in the G1. I think at the place that you took him, great pick for sure. Okay, yeah, so it's on me.
It's a volume play. He's not going to get shut out.
Exactly right. Yeah, it'd be pretty shocking if he did. Tamatonga's still on the board. Just got to scoop him. That's a value selection. That's somebody who just fell in this draft. I'll take him. He could fuck around and win the C block for all.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not the right person in there.
Nope. Trust me. Oh, I got very distracted with something else, but I'll show it on the screen in a little second. Anyways, continue.
Oh,
All right. So yeah, that was my 5th round pick. So we're going to Andre, 5th round pick.
I had it between Tama Tonga and Taichi, and you made my choice that much easier. I'm going with Taichi.
There
Andre,
you go, Tai Chi.
we're going to have a conversation.
Andre,
My guy.
snaking all your partners' picks.
You really have, you jerk.
All right, but yeah. So Mel, this is the end of your draft right here. It's the end of round 5 and the start of round 6. It's going to wrap up your team. So choose wisely your final 2 picks.
You know, I actually realized I haven't picked in block D yet. I'm looking at who is still kind of remaining. I'm going to first go with the safe bet, which is going to be Hiroki Goto. He's one of my personal favorites. You know, he did team with another one of my personal favorites in Micah in that historic crossover show. I love that samurai thing. What have we got remaining here? My goodness. Slim pickings, guys. Slim pickings.
Get down to the nittiest of gritties for sure.
You know what?
For inspiration,
I'm gonna go for a wild
here's
horse.
a picture of young Lion Ichii.
That's a different guy.
Wow. I mean,
Handsome
the
young
hair.
lion.
He looks like who's the commando guy? Why is the name escaping me? Street Fighter. Guile?
Oh, Guile? With the haircut? Yeah.
Yeah, the Guile haircut for sure. He kind of looks like Masahiro Chono hair, right?
Yeah.
No one had a better young lion haircut than Minoru Suzuki. I'm just putting it out there. That guy was a stud back in the day.
Looks like a completely different person. Like he just looks. You're like, oh, that's the same people. Oh my god.
But I'm going to pick my last one as an homage to my good friend Astrid Pizarro, the natural. We're going to go with Alex Coughlin in block D. Another young Bullet Club guy. They're pretty hungry right now. I'm hoping he's hungry enough to make it to the semis.
Nice,
Definitely. I knew it.
I mean, Sassy Pants was gone already. I got to go with the last one.
There he is.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Look at that stud.
Dang.
That's some New Kids on the Block daddy kind of stuff.
Oh, geez, he makes fucking Kota Ibushi look like a pile of puke. We're going to Andre. Yeah, no, that is an insult to the great Kota Ibushi, handsomest man in wrestling, perhaps. But we're going to Andre. Wrapping up the draft, round 6. You cannot draft Kota Ibushi, but who you got?
Oh God, I wish that. So for me, it's between Aaron Hanare and Shane Haste. I got to go to the 2 factions that I love, but I'm gonna go with Shane Haste. First time in, I think he's gonna have a good turnout.
Nice, Shane Haste, the mighty don't kneel. All right. I think I'm going to take the other guy that you mentioned there with my pick. Final pick of the draft for me. I'm going to go with Aaron Hanare. And I'm kind of liking my squad. Pat Suley, penultimate pick, second last pick of the 6th round and overall. Who you got?
Oh, could I get a scroll up, see who's left? I know
Tom. So all of A is gone.
Mikey Nichols are there.
No, Chase Owens is still available in A.
Chase Owens,
Chase Owens, Tangaloa, Yoshihashi. I see on the board. Mikey Nichols.
You know what? I think Yoshihashi might steal a couple matches. Let's go Yoshihashi.
As long as he doesn't Titus O'Neil his face, he should be good.
Amazing. We're in garbage time anyways, so.
Yeah, absolutely. But this is where drafts are won, Sully. And we're going to Boris, Mr. Irrelevant in the first ever G1 draft. Who you taking, homie?
Who's Brock Purdy?
All right. I thought you were calling me Mr. Irrelevant. Let's see. I'm going with Tangaloa.
Nice. Tangaloa. Okay, so undrafted were Chase Owens and Mikey Nichols. The ultimate spoilers.
Final.
Yeah.
I mean, with
Have some
Tobias
balls,
being
New
in
Japan.
Block A with
Have
all
some
those young
balls.
guys, do you think he might actually pick up a few wins?
Right.
He actually he might come back to haunt us. That's a really good call. It's not would have been the worst pick. But okay, we're gonna go through everyone's team quickly, and then kind of plug our things and go on with our day, I suppose. But Boris, your squad: Kazuchika Okada, El Phantasmo, Toru Yano, Red Narita, Shota Umino, and Tangaloa. So a nice mix of some young guys and Kazuchika Okada at the top, and of course the ultimate wild card, Toru Yano.
Oh my god.
How you feeling about the squad? How you feeling about the squad, Boris? What do you think? You drafted a champion?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if I drafted a champion, but I think I drafted at least a semifinalist and Okada.
I like it. I see what you did there. I assume you were talking about Red and Narita. Okay, Sully.
Of course.
Squad Sully, Team Sully. We have Tetsuya Naito, Eddie Kingston, World is Cold, Better Bundle Up, Shingo Takagi, Gabriel Kidd, Hiroshi Tanahashi in the 5th round, good snag, and Yoshi Hashi. How do you feel about Squad Sully?
I got what I came for, so I'm thrilled, over the moon.
I love it. I love it. You got who you came for, and they still boo you. What? You think Eddie Kingston's going to be in that coffin with you? Anyway.
You don't want to start Eddie Kingston promo karaoke with me. You will go at this for 2 more hours.
We should do that. We should do that on YouTube one day. Raise money for charity, 12-hour stream of just Eddie Kingston promo. My squad: Will Ospreay, David Finlay, Jeff Cobb, Hikuleo, Tamatonga, and Aaron Hanare. Gotta say, I think I'm gonna win. That is a championship squad.
That's a nice
Double
looking
biceps.
squad. That's a good squad.
Andre at number 4 overall from the 4-hole: Sonata, Zack Sabre Jr., Great O'Corn, Tomohiro Ishii, Taichi, and Shane Haste. This squad number 1 in your heart, if not number 1 in your program.
Oh, for sure. I think the Sonata leading the way, and I got Sabre in there. I think Sabre's easily a quarterfinalist, and Khan and Taichi are both like dark horse picks to make quarterfinals. I think I'm in a good position then.
Definitely some sneaky looks. I think Zack Sabre Jr. is going to do some damage. Sonata versus ZSJ might be the final. Who knows? MelBalls. Interesting squad here. Some vets and some rookies in the game. We have Kaito Kiyomiya, Yota Tsuji, Kenta, Evil, Hiroki Goto, and Alex Coughlin. So I like it. That's one of those teams that's I could see that in the finals of a fantasy league for sure. How do you feel about the squad, MelBalls?
Oh, I didn't get all I wanted, obviously, but I'm happy with what I got, and I got Kaito, and that's all I really wanted.
Yes. Nice. Well, good job, friends. This was a lot of fun. I guess I'm just going to score this by hand. We'll just kind of keep everyone updated, probably on the Sunday night's main event Facebook page. And, yeah.
You mean there is not a dedicated fantasy G1 website out there?
Yet, but once this thing breaks a billion views like Gangnam Style, I think we're gonna be well on our way. So, thank you all again for go ahead.
And then next year, let's take it seriously and do an auction draft.
Oh,
Jesus,
you're speaking my language here, my friend. This is why we're buddies and have been since college. But yeah, thank you all for coming along on this journey with me. If you stuck it out watching or listening, we really appreciate it. And celebrate wrestling. This is going to be fun. The G1 rules. Go Toru Yano.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
How many rolls of tape is he going to bring out each match?
Yeah, we should set. It's funny. Set some prop bets. Over under 4.5 rolls of tape for G1. I think I go over.
You should have some prop bet for like extra points.
Hey, like a bingo.
Yeah.
I love it. No, maybe in year 2 we'll squeeze in some prop bets. But yeah, does anyone have anything to plug? Andre, MelBalls, Boris, Sully, if you want to plug your closet.
Plug your closet.
You can check me and Mel out. You might be watching us right now on Andre MelBall Wrestling Talks. Go check out SNME. And if you're listening to us on SNME, you can check us out at youtube.com/@Andre and MelBall Wrestling Talk. You can find me on Twitter and a bunch of others at Canada Guy, Instagram and Threads at That Canada Dude. You can find us on our Facebook page at Andre MelBall Wrestling Talk.
And don't forget Marvel Talk.
Oh, and you can find me on OLE doing Marvel Talk, which I'm doing a live stream right after, like literally just an hour after we're done recording this.
It's like it wasn't even on your mind, sir. And you can follow MelBall on Twitter at Collins MelBall and all the other socials, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Facebook, all that jazz at MelBall Collins. Again, you can catch me on our local establishment on Paramindful and Love Your Health, and of course on Astro Pizarro's site, doing the ladies wrestling showcase.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, definitely. You guys have taught me a lot about Stardom and New Japan. Definitely love the show. Check it out when I can. So yeah, shout out Andre and MelBalls. Boris, tell him about Sunday night's main event and such.
Yeah, so you can check us out each and every single Sunday on TSN Radio and the iHeartRadio Talk networks, or you can go to snmeradio.com, and we're more than just that weekly show. We've got a show each and every single day, so if you want to get caught up, just start following us, follow the threads, and you'll be able to see what happens each and every single day, because there's just so much wrestling. We're so spoiled with wrestling, and every Sunday we chat the biggest news of the week. We bring Chris Van Vliet each and every single week. We kind of geek out, nerd out. And every single week we also have an SNME roundtable with not only other hosts from SNME, but as this past Sunday showed, we even bring in people, some pinch hitters, especially if you go to shows, if you specialize in something, we would love to have you on. So just get a hold of us on the Facebook group. But that is that.
Awesome. And last but certainly not least, Pat Suley. Again, you're always welcome to come on our podcast, man. The second you want to do a ECW or Shikara review podcast, I'll put in a good word for you on the network, buddy. You just let me know. But yeah, tell us about yourself and such things.
Yeah, if anyone wants to find me, come to my house. But pleasure as always to join you and to join with you three as well. Had a good time fantasy drafting some G1 wrestlers, and I'm looking forward to the tournament and looking forward to hearing all you guys talk about it for the next month.
Yep.
Amazing, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, Boris, you want to close this thing out?
I love to close stuff out. But thank you everyone for wherever you're watching us, and just remember that you can catch us on the various sites. We'll have all the information for you in the show notes or on the YouTube notes. On behalf of Mel, Andre, Sully, Matt, and me, thanks for watching, and remember, stay tranquilo.